Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and today we're just gonna hop right into it. This is going to be a Fenty Beauty update. I'm gonna update y'all on all the products that I kind of liked, didn't like, took back, and what I'm using now in my Fenty foundation routine. So this is a Fenty foundation routine, girl. So let's get into it. Now the primer I'm gonna use today is the Skindinavia the makeup primer spray, and I've been using this probably going on 3 years now. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm gonna, oh, who texts me? So I'm gonna spray it in my face. And you're probably like, well, did you not like the Fenty primer? I liked it, but I didn't like it. And I'll tell you why. I felt like it kept me matte. Ooh, I kind of oversprayed this, but spray this all on your face, girl. I liked the Fenty primer, and I liked the finish it gave me, but I didn't feel like it kept me matte for a long time. Now, I will say that initial review that I did that day when I put on all the makeup, I wore that for 12 hours, and I will say that I did get kind of oily in my T-zone, a bit of oily. So I tried this routine that I'm about to show y'all right now, and it works pretty well. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. So for my lips, I always like to put on something. So I'm putting on this Marula Pure Beauty Oil, the Nourishing Lip Oil Treatment. So I'm gonna put this on. Put this all on. And I like to be real matte. And this combination that I'm about to show y'all, I've been wearing for a month, and I don't have to touch up or do nothing. So I always use the Skindinavia first, so I let that dry. So what I'm gonna use now, my phone is blowing up. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer. So let's go ahead and put this on. So I always take about this much. Boop, put it right there. Boop, boop, boop. Kind of focus that in all over. I always put the primer all over. Focus on my nose. I put my primer on all over because I want to be crazy matte. And this look, this kept me matte for hours. I was at an event and it was kind of hot in there, and my face stayed in place. I'm gonna talk about not moving. So I'm gonna put a little bit more, just a tiny bit on my nose. A little bit more on my nose, especially in the crease. This is where I get real like, ooh girl, shiny. So I'll put that in my, you know, all in through here, you know. So that's on. And so now I'm gonna do the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. So I just put a little dot of this. This is a sample size, by the way. So I just do like a tiny dot right underneath there. Right underneath. Right underneath. So I kind of let that sit for a couple of seconds just to make sure it's nice and through there. So yeah, I decided to take the primer back. I didn't feel like I really needed it because I have a lot of primers already that I really love, and I noticed that using the Makeup Forever and the Skindinavia together gave me better results that I really liked. So that's my opinions, and that's what I found out. Now onto the Fenty Beauty foundation. I still really love this. I feel like this is my favorite foundation right now because I love the coverage. I love how it makes my skin look. It photographs super bomb. It really evens me out. When they said no filter, this is the no filter, what is this called here? Pro filter. It really works. Like I feel like a walking filter. Like I feel like I'm a walking face too. Okay, so let me shake this up. And I don't have to do any concealing, no nothing. So like always, like the last time, you can tell I've been using this up. Look how dirty it is. So I just used 2 pumps, shake it on up, and I used a brush. I did return the sponge because I didn't feel like I needed the sponge. I like applying this foundation with a brush. So I kind of do my dots and then just blend it down. And as you can see, it's like melting into my skin. I've gotten so many compliments on my makeup this month. What I mean this month, like the month of September, because this is October now. I got so many compliments on, what are you wearing? Your skin is flawless. And yeah, girl, that's that Rihanna Fenty Beauty foundation. So I really enjoy this foundation, and a little goes a long way. I don't need a lot of this at all. And as you can see, it kind of just evens me out. I didn't put on anything on my forehead. It's just a bomb. And I really like this primer with this. Not that I didn't necessarily like, just didn't like the Fenty primer. I just felt like I have so many primers already. Do I really need another primer that I'm probably gonna have go to waste? Because, you know, I don't like to, I'm the kind of makeup girl that if I already feel like I have some good primers, I'm not gonna go out and buy more primer or keep more primer on top of primer, because I don't like to waste makeup. So I'm gonna put like a half a pump just to make sure that I cover any areas that I missed. But I pretty much only use 2 pumps of this. Kind of just go over areas that I feel need just a little bit more coverage. And it's so lightweight. And this foundation, the first day lasted me 12 hours. I was out until like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because I had filmed that tutorial. It was like maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon, and I finished my whole face by 4, so it was on for 12 hours. And it did pretty cute. It did good. And I didn't have to touch up with that primer, but with this combination, no touching up. Okay? Okay! Alright, so I am matte. I'm touching my face and nothing's coming off. Love it. It's nothing is coming off of my hands. So now I'm going to take, yes, my beauty blender is dirty. I did return the beauty blender like I mentioned before, because I feel like the beauty blenders that I have are good enough. I own 5 of them, so just like, oh, okay, I'll just take that one back and I'll keep the one I have. This is obviously dirty. So what? It's my face. So I'm gonna spray her with some Fix Plus. Yeah, my dirty beauty blender. Now, I did return the matchsticks for the same reason as I returned everything else, because I felt like I wasn't gonna grab for it that often and I didn't want to waste makeup and my money. Not to say that the product wasn't great. I love the way it made my skin and my, you know, overall look. But I'm just really realistic when it comes to my makeup collection. I want to use everything that I have. I don't want stuff just sitting in there. I think I might buy it in the future, but right now I'm gonna use what I have. So I found that with this foundation, I really like using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and my color is NC45, and I'm gonna use this to highlight. So I only need a little bit, so I'm only gonna do 1 pump like that. Just a little bit, and I'm just gonna highlight underneath my eyes like this. And this just gives me the kind of the brightness that I like. I know it looks crazy scary right now because it's unblended, but I really like how it goes on with this foundation and the color. Put too much on this side. I put way too much. So this side is normally how I like it to look. So I just blend it all out. I gotta blend this side out because I put too much on the other side. So I'm gonna take the booty part and blend everything out. Make sure there's no visible lines anywhere. And I like the MAC Pro Longwear concealer because it's so lightweight. It's really, I feel like I can blend it and it's nice and thin. I do like the LA Girl Pro Concealer, but not with this foundation. Because in that concealer, I normally wear Fawn, and I just didn't like it with this because I felt like it looked too thick. You know, like that thick look? So I put a little bit on my chin. I do not apply more product. So I just use whatever's left on this Dirty Beauty blender. Like that to blend her out. So I did indeed, I took the matchstick set back, but then I repurchased Expresso because to contour with the Expresso matchsticks, I really enjoy how this looks. So I did keep this because I just love the color. I feel like it looks nice and warm on my skin. So this is a keeper for me, definitely. This is like a staple for me now. Like I've been using this for every look that I've done for the past, since September, since I bought it. So I put it on my perimeter in here, my cheeks to contour. So I'm gonna blend my forehead out. And I really love this because it warms my face up. I really love a warm face. That's kind of like my style of makeup. I'm really into like perfecting the skin. This has been like a long journey on trying to perfect how my skin looks, because I feel like foundation and skin are very, very important. So I'm just gonna blend everything out. It might look really crazy right now, but we're just gonna blend her out. So then of course I do my nose. I use the edge part and just put that there. Oh, I did it crooked. Child, I'm about to have a crooked contour. How am I gonna fix this? Hold on, y'all. This is real live, live taping here. Oh, girl. Hold up. We need to redo that. Okay, so what I did to fix that, just take your beauty blender, the one that you use to blend your concealer out, and just erase it. Just cover it up. You'll be okay. And redo it. Just start over. There. That's better. Take my brush, spray it with some Fix Plus, and blend my nose. I always use a brush first to kind of guide the product where I want to go, and then I end up using my fingers or my beauty blender. And the beauty about this, because you saw that I put the product on wrong, it's really easy to blend out. Now, I feel like if that was any other product, I would have been stuck. Like, ooh, I am messed up, girl, but I was able to fix it because it's so easy to blend out. Being that it is a matte finish, like this is bomb. And I've been loving it. I've been loving it. So now I'm gonna take my fingers and just kind of blend everything out. This, I just love this matchstick. Like, it gives me what I need. Look at my nose. Oh my god. Oh yes. I get so excited every time I do my makeup now. And I haven't been excited about makeup in a long time. See, look what Rihanna did for us. You know, I just really appreciate, because she really like did her thing on the very first launch with skin products, because you know, us chocolate girls, we get left behind, and she didn't leave us behind. She looked out for each and every one of us. Hello? Okay. Look at me. All this chocolate sensation that she gave me. So what I am gonna do too, I do use the Mercier to set, ooh, I almost dropped it, to set underneath my eyes. So let me do this, just a little bit. And I just pat it in. Pat her in on my chin. Alright, so my brows are on now, and I've noticed since doing this routine using these products, my face isn't, you know, starting to get oily like the last time when I used the Fenty primer. I noticed that my T-zone was starting to get a little misty. So I'm still like crazy matte. So of course what I'm gonna do now, and I know some people are like, you don't really need powder to set it. I just personally like to use powder a little bit just to help dust off my highlighted areas. And I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, no, Mineralized Foundation Loose, what is this called? Mineralized Foundation Loose. Why am I having this kind of day? You know what I'm saying, girl. The Mineralized Loose Powder. This one in the jar. So I'm only gonna put like that much, and I'm just gonna wipe away. Wipe away. Like literally like the smallest amount. And also kind of like blend at the same time. Boom. And I put a little bit on my forehead. Even though I didn't highlight my forehead, I always just kind of put just a tiny bit here. You know? And then go in with Deep Dark in the same product. I don't know why I forgot the name of this product today. Like, what am I going through? So I'm gonna just use what's in the cap, and I'm gonna use the same brush, just tap a little bit, and then start right here, and just kind of swirl in just a little bit, swirl everything on in. Because, you know, when you highlight and you set it, the reason why I like using a different color powder around the perimeter is just to help fuse everything together. And this brush I'm using is a IT Cosmetics skin perfecting brush. So it's their CC skin perfecting brush, and I like this brush for powder because I feel like it smooths everything out. So as you can see, everything is pretty much blended. Okay, now to contour, like always, Black Radiance Rich Mahogany Pressed Powder, and I'm just gonna use a Marc Jacobs blush brush to contour with. Ew! Oh, I done sneezed all over my makeup. Girl, I'm up here contaminating things. Child, I'm gonna have to disinfect. And then of course do my hairline. Just add a little color. A little color and contrast. Looking real chocolate, yes! Yes. And then I put on just a small amount on my nose, just to kind of like set everything. or just to kind of like make everything pop. And that's it. Now let's take my brush that I've had the powder on and just make sure I blend everything out. Alright y'all, so this is the look that I kind of quickly did. It's kind of like a wash of pinks, like a watercolor situation where like it's color but it still looks like neutral. So everything that I used will be down in the description, including like the lips, the eye stuff, my highlight, and all of that good stuff. So to finish it off, as far as this routine, which I recently started using, which is by Skindinavia, and it is the makeup finishing spray, but it is the bridal one. So I purchased my Skindinavia stuff from Nigel's Beauty Emporium in North Hollywood, and I've been using these for years, but this one is new to me, so I like it. I feel like it keeps my face super in place in conjunction with everything that I use. So I just spray a couple pumps, so I close my eyes. I always do like a practice pump first to make sure it sprays out evenly to get it going before I just put it on my face, because you don't want like dots or anything in your face, like something crazy happen. Take a breath in. Yeah, I really like this bridal one. I used the other finishing spray, the regular one, and it was cute, but I feel like this one is really cute. Now I really don't have like crazy oily skin, but my T-zone definitely does get oily, and I've worn this finishing spray out like a couple of times and my face hasn't moved. So I'm a very happy camper when it comes to this bridal Skindinavia finishing spray. So yeah, everything that I used, y'all, is down in the description. This is my updated Fenty foundation routine. I really love how my skin looks. I feel really chocolatey and fabulous. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me. And like I said before, all products are down in the description below. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.